once again everyone, and welcome back to I've Been Playing. Today we're talking about Avowed. So this is going to be another one of those where I don't have very much to say because I haven't played very much of the game, but if you haven't heard of Avowed, it came out, I want to say last month, but I don't remember. It is a new fantasy RPG that's set in the world of the Pillars of Eternity, which are games I haven't played, but I am aware of. I think they're more traditional CRPG style kind of a thing. Not a huge fan of that type of thing. I'm not a fan. It's one of those genres I want to get into, but I haven't found one that's clicked with me because a lot of them are quite difficult. So, not really my genre. Don't know much about it. The universe, I mean, I know that it's set in there, but it's kind of, from what I gather, relatively standard fantasy. You can kind of piece stuff together, and they have all their own special fantasy words for everything, but context clues, it's easy enough, and, you know, it's fantasy. They're gonna have weird words for stuff, and it's fine. So it's not necessarily one you have to go into understanding the universe, I don't think, although it would definitely help. And you play as a godlike, and you're investigating something called the Dream Scourge. That is pretty much all I know about the game, because that's pretty much all I've played, because as I've said, I've played probably no more than 3 hours, if that. And normally, you know, I try to give some time to these games that I review for this, even though it's not really a review, it's just an informal first impressions kind of a thing. But part of the reason I haven't played it very much is because it feels about 10 years out of time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad, it's fine, it looks very nice, it plays fine, although there was one weird glitch where the music started freaking out and I had to restart the game to get it. It was skipping or something, I don't remember at this point, it was a little while ago, but it was like, is it supposed to sound like this, or has it gotten confused? It had gotten confused. So there was that, but I think that's the only kind of glitch or anything I can remember encountering. Of course, I came to this late. As I said, it's been out for I think at least a month, and I didn't start playing it immediately when it came out. So if there was anything when it initially launched, I don't know. But what I mean by it feeling at least 10 years old is, like, mechanically, and just how it functions, I don't really know how to explain it. If you haven't played it, I don't know how to explain it. If you have played it, you probably know what I mean. But if you haven't played it, if I tell you that the main reason I'm not playing much of this is because every time I boot it up and start playing it, all I want to do is go back and play Oblivion, it should tell you kind of roughly how it functions. And I think that's my main problem. I think because I'm more familiar with Elder Scrolls, and specifically Oblivion, and Oblivion is my favorite one, and that's kind of the era of game. It feels like it's technically better than Oblivion. Many things are technically better than Oblivion, because Oblivion is a janky mess. But that's what it feels like to me, and that's all I want to play. When I'm playing it, I'm thinking, man, I want to play Oblivion. And it's not like I'm not enjoying it, but I'm not enjoying it enough to play it a lot. So a lot of the time I at least try to be like, oh, I recommend this game, or no, I don't recommend this game, although I don't typically do that because I don't like to just shit on things that often. Sometimes. But I don't know, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't even think I don't enjoy it necessarily. I just think I want to play Oblivion. I think that's the problem. And it's not Oblivion, so all it's doing is making me want to go back and play Oblivion. And that's probably what I'll do instead, and I'll probably finish it at some point, but like, I need the Elder Scrolls first. Like I said, I think it looks visually, obviously, very nice. It functions fine, and I don't think it's terrible. I don't really understand why some people were just going crazy for it. The thing is, it doesn't do, at least as far as I've gotten, which again is not very far, doesn't do anything that different or original necessarily. In the lore maybe, because of the universe it's set in, but I don't know. And the thing is, it's made by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Wilds, both of which I really enjoyed, and Fallout New Vegas has people who are like, I don't understand why this is everyone's favorite one, which, fair enough, whatever. But still, regardless of which Fallout you think is the best, this one doesn't feel like those. I don't know if it's because it's in an established universe, although again, I guess Fallout was, and they managed to do something different with it, but I don't really know what I'm trying to say. But it doesn't feel quite as good as the other ones, and I can't really pinpoint why. So as I always say, if you're looking for a strict review, this is not the place to do it, because that isn't really my intention with these anyway. It's just being like, hey, look what I did this week, or these past 2 weeks in this case. But I think it's a fine game. I think I just don't want to play it. Like, I have so many other things to play, things I'm in the middle of, things I have to do, that it's not grabbing my attention enough to make me want to play it in my free time. If you're looking for a fun fantasy RPG, it's there, and I think it's perfectly fine. For me personally, right now, at this particular point, I don't think I'm gonna play it, I don't think I'm gonna keep playing it, I might come back and play it later, but at the moment, I think I've had enough, and I think I just need to focus on one of the many other things I have going on, and then when I have some more free time, I can go back and play it some more. And then I'll see what I think then. But those are my thoughts. As always, let me know what you think of Avowed down in the comments down below if you've played it or are waiting, and I will see you next time, I guess.